Imagine your brain as a mischievous roommate. You want to eat clean, but the moment you walk past a donut shop, that roommate shouts, "Yes, sugar, do it!" Why is your own brain sabotaging you? We like to think of weight gain as a simple math problem, calories in versus calories out. Eat less, move more, done. But if that were true, the global diet industry, worth over $200 billion, would have solved obesity decades ago. So maybe the real story isn't just about food. Maybe it's about psychology. Let's start with sweetness. Humans are basically programmed to adore it. Why? Because for most of human history, sugar was rare. Finding ripe fruit or honey meant survival. Sweetness signaled safe energy. Bitter flavors, on the other hand, often meant poison. So when you taste sugar, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. The dopamine system, the same reward circuit triggered by gambling or drugs, fires and says, "More of that, please." In fact, some experiments on rats show they will choose sugar over cocaine. That's how powerful it is. The problem? Evolution designed this craving in a world where sugar was scarce. Today, it's everywhere. Cookies, soda, ketchup, even your healthy granola bar. Your ancient survival system is colliding with modern supermarkets, and the result is predictable: overconsumption. But food isn't just fuel. It's also medicine. Think about the last time you were stressed, lonely, or just plain bored. What did you reach for? Salad? Or ice cream? When we're stressed, our body releases cortisol, a hormone that actually increases appetite. Eating, especially carbs and fats, reduces stress signals in the brain. It literally calms us down. That's why they call it comfort food. And boredom? Boredom is basically a craving for stimulation. When nothing interesting is happening, food offers quick entertainment. It's like opening Netflix for your taste buds. So overeating often isn't about hunger. It's about regulating emotions, using food as self-prescribed therapy. Which explains why telling someone to just eat less is like telling an insomniac to just sleep. It completely ignores the psychological layer. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, so I just need more discipline, right? Wrong. Willpower is overrated. Studies show it's a limited resource. The more you resist temptation throughout the day, the weaker your self-control becomes. That's why you can eat oatmeal for breakfast, salad for lunch, but then devour half a pizza at midnight. Your brain isn't broken, it's exhausted. And modern life is basically a willpower obstacle course. Fast food ads, vending machines, snacks at the office, just one more drink with friends. Each choice drains your mental battery. It's not that people who maintain healthy habits have superhuman discipline. Often, they've just built environments that reduce temptation. No cookies in the cupboard, routines that minimize decision fatigue, habits that run on autopilot instead of raw willpower. So when diets fail, it's not a personal flaw. It's often the predictable result of asking your brain to fight biology, environment, and emotion all at once. Here's the ironic part. Dieting itself can backfire. Restriction triggers psychological rebellion. The moment you forbid a food, your brain starts obsessing about it. Tell yourself no chocolate for a month, and suddenly chocolate appears everywhere. On billboards, in movies, in your coworker's hand. This is called the forbidden fruit effect. Humans hate being told no, even by themselves. On top of that, extreme calorie restriction lowers your metabolism. Your body thinks, we're in a famine. So it burns fewer calories and increases hunger signals to protect you. That's why so many diets lead to a yo-yo pattern. You lose weight, then gain it back, sometimes with interest. It's not about weak character. It's biology and psychology teaming up to keep you alive, just not necessarily slim. There's another hidden layer: culture. Food isn't just nutrients, it's ritual, tradition, even identity. Think about family dinners, birthdays, holidays. Refusing cake at a party isn't just skipping sugar, it can feel like rejecting community. And advertising plays right into this. Fast food companies don't just sell burgers, they sell belonging, happiness, nostalgia. You're not buying fries, you're buying the memory of childhood road trips or Friday nights with friends. So overeating isn't just about appetite, it's about meaning. At this point, you might be wondering, is there any hope? The short answer, yes, but it's not about crash diets or punishing workouts. It's about working with your psychology, not against it. Some research-backed ideas. And mindful eating. Paying attention to flavors, textures, and satiety signals. It sounds simple, but studies show it reduces overeating because your brain actually registers that you've eaten. Environment design. Out of sight, out of mind. People eat less when snacks are hidden or harder to reach. Conversely, putting fruit on the counter increases the chances you'll actually eat it. Habits over heroics. Tiny, repeatable actions, like replacing soda with water or walking after dinner, work better long-term than radical, short-lived diets. Self-compassion. Ironically, beating yourself up for overeating often makes it worse. Treating slip-ups as normal, not catastrophic, helps break the guilt binge cycle. But maybe the most important shift is this. Stop thinking of overeating as a personal failure and start seeing it as a mismatch between ancient brains and modern environments. Your brain evolved to hunt, gather, and survive scarcity. Now it's navigating supermarkets, stress, boredom, and 24/7 advertising. Of course it's confused. And that raises a bigger question. In a society where food is engineered to be irresistible, where stress is constant, and where social life revolves around eating, is the real solution individual or collective? So next time you find yourself reaching for that extra slice of pizza, pause. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" try asking, "What's my brain trying to do right now?" Maybe it's seeking comfort. Maybe it's fighting boredom. Maybe it's just obeying ancient wiring in a modern world. Understanding that won't magically melt pounds. But it might change the story, from shame and struggle to curiosity and awareness. Because in the end, weight gain isn't just about food. It's about psychology. And when you see the hidden forces shaping your choices, you stop being just a passenger and start becoming the driver.